Ah, yes. It does feel good to be back in a ropes game once again. Quite some time it feels. I mean, really, it's only been 2 games ago, but still, that's a year ago since I was in Japan. Japan's what it was. Which, oh man, I love that one. But we're not here to talk about Japan. I want to try and keep this one quick and short. Eh. Alright, so naturally there's me, there's Luke Skywalker. I love being this character. It's making my interactions with Darth Vader very funny. I'm not going to tie myself down to any of these Skywalkers. Not going to happen. For one thing, I've been communicating better with the villains. Go figure. I mean, I may be a hero, but I definitely have my villainous tendencies. And at least as far as the jokes and I tend to make and some of my theories, it's a little bit more dark side than light side, I guess. But you know, Luke does get tempted by the dark side, and some of the no longer canon books, I believe he actually does turn for a while, so it could make sense if I flip things and join the villains at some point. Superman, actually, I almost voted Superman into the clan council, or Cube Council. I don't know why I call it clan. Do I have Scotland on the mind? But, because we just, much like with Jack, I thought the messages for Superman were really short. And there just wasn't anything in there for me. And since I talked to Jack a lot more than I talked to Superman, I was just like, well, I guess I'm going to vote Superman into the thing. But right as I'm thinking about this, 2 hours before the vote is due, oh, hey, Superman, what's up? You're going to message me, and we're going to have this long conversation going back and forth, and we're going to basically say to each other, yeah, we're not going to write each other's names down. Actually, I didn't say that. I'm not even sure if I implied it. But hey, he said he wouldn't write my name down, and that was good enough for me. You don't like being so obvious with your twists. Although you did have the dungeon where supposedly it's supposed to be a really obvious solution, and yeah, I think we remember how that worked out. Only 2 people ever figured out what the key to that twist was. Not gonna lie, I'd kind of like to see that twist play out again. I liked that. That was fun. Get back to those PMs and communicate with people, because that's kind of the thing you do. So, it's the morning after the first vote of the game, and Marty has left us while Jack Sparrow has managed to stick around. So last night, oh god, I want to slap so many people. This challenge should have been the easiest thing in the world. The easiest! There should have been no complications. I was just like, okay, we got 5 people here. One of these is going to post a picture of a torch that's under it. Superman's going to be you, because you don't have paint. And then the rest of you just get a picture of whatever random fire and water and shit and write on it and paint with the word. And then post it and you get the right order. But no, of course we can't do that, can we? Is this a cast of all returning players? Or do we actually have newbies here? Because some of the questions I'm hearing, you would think if these were all ropes players that have played this before, they would know what the hell to do. And when as soon as he said in the challenge, or in our little thread that, oh no, I can't get Tiny Pick to work, I was like, well, we've lost this challenge. Good job, Stallion. You really showed us that you can carry the play. We get the TC, and in my mind, I'm thinking, Deck's gone. There's no doubt in my mind, he's gone. And then we get to the voting. And it all flips around on me. And what was that reason? Marty McFly left. He left! Middle of tribal council, so I'm not sure if he left before or after the voting deadline. I think it was after it, if I'm guessing correctly, or at least after he did cast a vote, I'm assuming. He says, yep, this is a done deal. I don't need to hang around for the next 15 minutes. I'm gonna log out now. That's another person now who I'm having the question, has this guy ever played a game? Does he know what the hell to do here? I understand, sometimes, you got obligations, you got family shit, maybe an emergency happened and he had to ditch out early. I get it. But, if that's the case, post something and say so. Say like, Either post it on the thread before it gets locked, or message one of us and say, guys, I'm sorry, I have a family emergency, I have to dip out, good luck with the vote, my vote is for blank, hope to see you guys soon. I'd have been okay with that, and I bet Superman would have been okay with that too. But because Marty disappeared, he did not message anyone, especially he did not message Superman. Superman got wigged out and said, nope, we gotta vote up Marty now, we gotta vote up Marty. And Jack is saying, I need you to convince them, because Jack thinks I'm his number one ally, which at some point I was. Actually, I guess I might still be his number one, but he's not my number one. And I talked to Bastion, and Bastion's like, I don't like it, but I'll do it. But, well, actually, Bastion couldn't do it because he'd already cast his vote, and it was a little bit too late for him to change it, because we were right at deadline. My vote came in at, like, I don't remember what the voting deadline. I think the voting deadline was 9:40. My vote came in at 9:40:47. If Bastion had a few more minutes, he would have switched his vote over. Jack knows it, so Jack's not bitter at Bastion, which, thank God for that. And now Marty McFly is Marty McNomore. I don't know if maybe Doc Brown pulled on up to you and said, hey, we gotta go back. I'm okay with Jack still being around because Jack thinks I saved his ass. He was so thankful for me for convincing Superman and potentially Bastion in order to keeping him, but he doesn't realize I was the one that needed to be convinced. Superman flipped me, not the other way around. But hey, if Jack wants to keep going on thinking that Luke Skywalker saved his life, who am I to say no? But when it comes to me talking to other people around from other tribes and whatnot, I'm playing it more off of Jack convinced. Jack fought his ass off, and because Marty left, that turned eyes towards Marty because people didn't like that. I'm not mentioning specifics of Superman getting wigged out. I'm not mentioning the fact that I was supposed to save Jack, and then I technically kind of did. I'm not mentioning any of that shit. None of it. I am giving away some details, like that it wasn't a unanimous vote, but that it would have been if we had a couple more minutes. I'm laying it more the fact, I'm pushing it more as Jack did well to save himself and Marty fucked up. That's all that anybody else needs to know. That's it. And from the perspective of everyone else on my tribe, that is the story, I assume. Oh, well, Bastion might put forward the story that Superman flipped me, and that Superman and Jack are working together, which is actually something I've thought about. I'm now becoming curious if Superman and Jack Sparrow are working together, or at the very least are now talking more and are going to be building on a relationship to potentially work together. Which is something I now have to look out for, because if that's the case, I have two options. Join with them to vote out Bastion, assuming we lose again, or stick with Bastion and force a tie, or the unfortunate third option of get voted out. Don't like that one. I don't know if forcing a tie isn't a good idea this early in the game, but if it comes down to that, I honestly don't know what I would do, because I don't want Bastion to go. I would much rather lose Jack or Superman. But Final Four not Final Four, but 4 people on the tribe going the rocks is, oof, sticky. I don't want to do that. I really don't.
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your